everybody, and welcome to the next Channeling the Ascension teachings. Most of you know who I am. My name is Kimberley and I'm a channel and counselor. And today I'm going to be channeling Gaia, otherwise known as Mother Earth. And we are joined by session participants. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
All right. So before I bring her through, I'm going to read out a pre-channeled message. So the message is, you are a living heartbeat that is in connection with all beings, all life force within my vibration, within my essence, which is the essence that is within each and every one of you. The heartbeat of this world is shared and connects you in rhythm to each other. This rhythm holds a pulse, the very same heartbeat within you, which you can tune into, listen, and communicate with all life here. Through these senses, I wish to come through to illuminate your innate connection with all life, which has laid unremembered by many, to allow you to elevate your oneness connection and elevate the harmony within you. Gaia. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go now into trance and bring forth Gaia. See you on the other side. Dear ones, is Gaia coming through? Do you feel it? Do you feel the heartbeat within you? Do you feel the heartbeat of all of creation? If you listen, if you be in silence, you can hear it, you can feel it. It is the pulse, it is the electric energies that connects you and all beings here. It is the whispers of the oneness that you hear, that you feel when you surround yourself in your expressions, in the elements of nature, which are extensions of you. For you are one with all that is. For you are that. You are the trees, you are the waters, you are the mountains, you are the air, you are the fire. For you are it all. You are the elements of the water, of the earth, of the air, of the fire, of oneness, of source, of the universe, manifested into physical reality to allow yourself to experience your own creations, to be a living, breathing expression of the universe. But you are one. You are the one being, the one force, the one mind, living a reality in a perception of duality in which you perceive a separate reality, in which you perceive yourself disconnected from other beings, separate from other beings, experiencing life in a perception of duality, of polarity, of fear and love, of darkness and in light. But you are the one. You are the love. You are the peace that you search for. You are the stillness of the universe. Do you feel it? Do you feel the quiet? Do you feel and hear that pulse when you're in that silent moment? You feel it when you allow yourself to let go of the resistance. And yes, you feel that oneness because you are less resistant to feel the oneness and the connection when you surround yourself in the elements of nature. You feel the spirit. Yet, when you surround yourself with others, you do, because of your resistance, because of the beliefs that you hold about your reality, this resistance disconnects you from feeling that same oneness with your brothers and sisters in human form and other forms here. Some of you do feel it. Perhaps it is the animal life. Perhaps there's a special person in your life in which you feel this connection. But you have the ability to feel the same oneness connection with everyone in this reality. As you are an aspect of the one. You are the one expressed in different dimensions. You are Mother Earth. You are the trees. You are the universe. But you do not see it. But this is why you are here. You are here to perceive reality from many different perspectives. But this is how you return home to remember who you are. That you are Earth. That you are your brothers and sisters. That you are the universe. That you are all that is. That you are Source God. You have practiced taking the inner journey. Going within. And as you connect with the elements, because of your non-resistance to them, this is a path of least resistance to return home to love. But understand this is also not necessary, because you can get to that place just by you being stillness with yourself. By you recognizing that all the rivers of this earth, of these plains, are the same rivers that run through you. In your blood. Can you see the similarities of the elements in which breathes life into you that exist as expressions of my being? It is the same expressions within your very vessel as the water flows throughout the plains of this earth. It is the same waters that flow within you. The same stardust that creates physical land is the same stardust that creates your physical matter. It is the fire of the sun that radiates on these lands. It's the same fire that helps to create the DNA that allows you to breathe into physical reality in human form. All these elements is formed and shaped to allow you to be God. Yes, you are. Understand that your physical expression is part of these elements. And who you are is far beyond your comprehension. So remember, whenever you feel disconnected, whenever you feel not worthy enough, lesser than, understand here that you are all beings and all things in love, because you are perfect and whole in every single way. It is just your perception of this dimension in which you see otherwise. So go out and experience the sacredness of your reality. Start to see the correlations, the patterns of the universe, and how these very patterns relate to your very vessel, to your expression in physical reality. Start to notice the similarities. Perhaps it is the fingerprints, perhaps it's the shape of your DNA, and see how that mirrors in nature. start to see these correlations. So it gives evidence for yourself of how you are the exact expression of the oneness in physical reality. Now I'm here to remind you of this innate connection that allows you to be the bridge between the physical world and the spiritual world, the non-physical world and the physical reality dimensions. For you are both. And that is why you are so advanced. You get to create in other dimensions and then get to experience your physical expression of it in this dimension. For you are living in all dimensions at once, playing different roles and different expressions, expanding all that is through your experiences. You are God. You are infinite. You are love. Whenever you feel lost, connect and breathe. Feel the pulse that runs throughout all that is, and it is through your heart portal that connects you with all of life. Yes. Your heartbeat is electromagnetic pulse. And it synthesizes with the rhythms of my planes. You call these circadian rhythms. And this rhythm can be harmonized and recalibrated to beat in harmony with all of Gaia in your consciousness. It is already attuned to it, but by you being able to feel, to go beyond the perception of the human heartbeat, for you to open your heart portal, for you to be able to feel that pulse, experience that pulse in unison with the pulse of the elements of nature. This will further increase your connection to oneness, to love, to infinite peace, to infinite wisdom, to infinite knowing that is already within you. So take some time in your day to remember who you are by intentionally connected to the extensions of you in nature. Take some time to practice connecting with the elements. See which one resonates with you. For some of you may resonate more with others. So find what resonates more with you and use this to go into your meditations, into your inner journeys. This will assist you in connecting home to love. Grounding yourself into this physical reality with the awareness of your oneness state. And it is with such love that we come through today to remind you of who you are, to remind you of the infinite love that flows through you and is the manifestation of you. Do you have any questions today, D1?
Hello.
Hello, D1.
So I do have a quick question. So Osiris came to me a couple of nights ago, and I saw, I believe, the grid with the green light with my human eyes, but this time it was points of light and rays. And Osiris was just saying to me, you must understand, when the rays connect, that is how information is shared. And I think, Gaia, what he was trying to show me was there are many, many grids along Earth. There are many different systems along Earth. And this makes sense because the waterways is a system and the wind is the system. And so anyways, can you confirm that for me, that he was just showing me another system?
And there are many different aspects, energy systems that allows for living, breathing life forms to exist here in these different dimensions of consciousness, such as human life. So understand that you are connected to all these grids. And yes, there are certain systems that allows the flow of energy to move through the collectives existing here and breathing on these dimensional physical planes here, just like you, the earth, the presence, which you call Gaia, Mother Earth, the planes of what you call earth is a system of energy points, chakras, just like you have within your being, because your expression of this very same life force. There is we would say, a system of energy that allows for the raising of vibration for certain collectives, to allow information from these elements to be transmitted to you and certain beings that express life in this physical reality. And there are those, such as yourself, that can tap into these grids. We would say there are ancient peoples and traditions of this land that know of these ley lines and these grids, and they can consciously connect with their intentions and with certain tools. But understand that all these grids, yes, even though they exist in your perception of outside of you, they are within you. So if you are able to perceive this, understand that this is a message for you to know that all is connected, because all these grids, they all connect in the heart portal of every single being. There are streams, there are cords and streams of light that connects you in every single being, in your dimension or your expression. So the grids that you perceive is the grids that connects all beings into this current physical reality. But there are many grids and many systems across many planets and many universes. And yes, they may have, we would say, differentiating different grids, so to speak, but they are all exist in an underlying, we would say, truth, that an underlying patterns that creates the universe. So these patterns, you call these sacred geometry, these shapes of creation, it carries forth information and evolutionary information that all beings must go through to allow them to remember who they are in oneness. So it is these shapes that these pathways of evolution that is ingrained with all the sacred shapes that creates the expression of physical reality and all experiences here in reality. So all energy is code, and all code is brought forth in these certain shapes, so to speak, certain lines of information. You perceive them as lines because of your, we would say, your perception in your current understanding, but understand that all energy is non-linear. And the way it was expressed to you is coming forth in a way that you can understand due to your dimensional expression and understanding in your current vibration. So through these shapes, through these patterns of creation, you can see them, and experience all your lives and experience your connection with all of you in all forms through engaging in these patterns. But these patterns can only be engaged through the heart portal. So when you can practice opening your heart center, practice feeling the pulse, that is your heartbeat, being able to feel beyond the human heartbeat into something else. We cannot tell you what it is because you are to feel it and experience it for yourself. And once you can tap into that, you tap into the portal to access all your expressions. It allows you to travel through all the dimensions. And some of you experience this. You may perceive different dimensions. Perhaps it's a knowing, perhaps it's a feeling. Perhaps you see flashes of other lives coming in front of you. This is how you access all your multidimensionality. Perhaps you feel that oneness connection with another. Perhaps you have experiences of what you call a psychic communication with other people. This is all done through the heart portal. And you can make your intentions to see how these patterns shape your reality. Yes, you have this special ability to do so because of your level of vibrational understanding. It is, we would say, you are perceiving the energy in form. Everyone has this ability, but because of your vibration, you can see, we would say, more of the non-physical planes of existence.
Thank you so much. That was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Is there any other questions today?
Yes. Today I went outside at lunch and a rat ran in front of me, just next to me. And I thought it was kind of cute. My initial sense of that was that it was a signal for me to connect back to nature more. And but I'm wondering if there was something else also.
One. Understand the signs are all around you. And this was also an indicator of how much of the integration of your inner shadows has been made. The fact that you had a favorable, positive response to seeing this rat is an indicator that you are now starting to perceive more of the darkness beyond the illusion of what it truly is, that it is all love. You are starting to perceive the inner shadows as gifts. You are no longer resisting facing these inner shadows. You are at a point now of integration that allows you to raise your frequency, that is allowing you to connect more of who you are, that is now allowing yourself to be further activated into what you call as rainbow body. You are now activating more of your DNA. This was a sign for you that, yes, you are one with all that is, but also it is a validation that what was once fearful, that you once, we would say, were resistant to exploring. You have, we would say, managed that particular dimension of you to such a way that you've integrated the lessons at that particular dimension, those teachings that existed in those dimensions. And now you're at a point where you are no longer fearful of exploring fears. So understand that this is expressed in you being able to now fully explore higher dimensions of consciousness within you because you've let go of that resistance to exploring the darkness. You are now able to see the beauty in the darkness. You are now able to see the beauty in all things. So celebrate, acknowledge your journey, how far you have come on this journey. You are now starting to remember more of your oneness connection in nature, yes, but in all things, because of this shadow work you have been willing to undertake. So give thanks to where you are at in your journey, because now you have arrived in a higher frequency that is more aligned to who you truly are. That is love, that is connection, that is harmony.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions today?
Hi. I guess I was thinking it'd be nice to have examples of the ways you might connect your insights with beings, and what would that look like, as far as like what are your interests and guidance for beings that we could connect in our conscious awareness with you? Like what would be the type of activities or conscious awareness insights you would typically share with us?
T1. The pathway of less resistance to connect with your innate state of being, to connect with the divinity of your physical expression, that helps you to connect to the oneness of all beings on this planet, is connecting to the rhythm of the elements. So with this, we ask you to connect, if you so choose, for this exercise, to find a place that resonates with you in nature, whether it is the forest, whether it is the waters, whether it is the mountains, whether it is your backyard, whether it is your patio, your balcony with connection to the air. Whatever elements that resonates with you, go there. I want you to engage with all your senses in connection. Whether it is air, I want you to be conscious of how it feels on your skin, to be conscious of how that feels. You may wish to perhaps move your hands around to be able to feel what it's like, how it moves over your hands, how the wind feels on your skin. And as you do so, to open your heart, to attune yourself to the frequency of gratitude, which is the frequency of receiving. Whether it is the waters, you may wish to submerge yourself in the waters, submerge your body in the waters. How does it feel on your skin? Do the same exercise. Open all your senses to how it feels, how it smells, the energetic imprints of these elements. Open all your senses and do this with every element. Whether it is the sun, how does the sun rays feel on your skin? Does it rejuvenate you? Does it energize you? How does it feel? Use your senses. The same with the forest, with the mountains, with the earth. You may wish to place your hands in the soils, in the sands, and start to feel that rhythm through your hands. Quiet the mind. Be in stillness. If you listen, if you pay attention, you will feel a rhythm. Perhaps you like to place your hands on a tree, whatever is available to you. If there is no nature in your vicinity, you can do so with the air. Whatever element is there, feel it. Feel that pulse, feel the rhythm. It takes practice, but it's about changing your perceptions to what is in your reality. You will find a deep peace will come over you. This is the stillness. This is pure source energy. Access to single point origin. Now connect one hand with your heart as you continue with physically touching your other hand with an element. Notice the heartbeat within you. The first thing you will feel is your heartbeat. We want you to go deeper, to notice all the energetic impulses, frequency, magnetic pulls within your heart portal. I want you to visualize your heart opening up like it is a doorway. And as it opens up, see brilliant golden light. Notice the sensations, if there's any heat, physical sensations, anything that you notice with your smells, with your sight. Pay attention to all your senses. And instead of feeling it from the heartbeat, from the physical pulse, start to feel it from its energetic nature, the magnetic nature. Nuanced frequencies. And start to notice and put back your focus onto connection of Gaia's elements in that moment. With practice, you'll find there is a pulse through both, through your heartbeat and through connection with the elements. It may seem like a different pulse. It may appear at first to be not syncing, a different timing in your perception. But continue to breathe, and as you breathe, make your intentions to feel the pulse, the oneness pulse. And as you breathe and allow yourself to open your heart, allow yourself to cultivate love within your heart, and gratitude and higher frequencies of love, you'll be able to recalibrate this felt pulse. And you will then be able to feel a pulse beating as one. When you feel this oneness rhythm, this is you going beyond the physical heartbeat. You are tapping in to the pulse of all life, the rhythm that connects all beings here. And it's through this pathway that with practice, you can then connect in communication with all other beings. It is with the breath. As the breath is the element of air, as your heart connects with the elements of fire, as the physical functions of this rhythm is the earth, as the processes that beats through the waters of your being, as all comes together, make your intentions here to see beyond. When you get to the place of unified pulse, you are tapped in to that oneness connection. It is then when you can more easily contact your brothers and sisters in non-physical form, connect to all expressions of you on this world and beyond. It is a pathway for you, tapping into the streams and the currents that connects all life and all expressions in physical reality. Many of your sciences already recognize the power of the heart and electromagnetic activity that connects to the quantum field, that connects you with oneness mind. It is a combination of you bridging the dimensions of your perceived physical world, the elements of nature, and connecting that with the electromagnetic pulse that allows you to breathe, that allows you to experience physical life here. As part of Gaia, as part of the elements, as the divine expressed in physical reality. Right now, as we speak, place your hands on your heart. Do you feel That is life. If you connect to that pulse, what do you feel? Do you feel the stillness in the moment? Practice connecting. When you take your inner journeys, when you do your meditations, this is a pathway for you to remember who you are and your connection to all of life. And it's through love, by cultivating that felt feeling of love. This is how you open your heart portal. Take some time also in what you call in your terminology is earthing. The electric currents all flow all around you and beneath you. Helps to regulate your biorhythms within you because you are connected. So take time to go barefoot and walk heel to the ball of your foot. Intentional walking barefoot. Make your intention to receive activations. Make your intention to feel the pulse beneath your feet, the currents beneath your feet. Allow it to recharge your being, to reconnect you and harmonize you in rhythm, with the circadian rhythm, with the pulse of all life. D1.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions, D1s?
Hi.
Hi, D1.
So as you continue to rebirth, the frequencies are changing. If the vibration's not matching with humanity, are some returning back to source because the body is too dense, so they cannot receive the new frequency?
All beings that choose to leave this dimensional physical reality are leaving because of what they chose pre-birth, before being born into physical reality in this realm. But yes, as we evolve as one, as the planet evolves and raises its frequencies, as we connect with the frequencies of the universe, as we expand alongside it, you also, you would say, expand alongside it. And that is why every generation that is born onto this world, that is born through my frequencies, is aligned to this higher frequency. And this is why your children are your teachers, are the wisdom keepers. With each generation, they are more aligned in a conscious awareness to who they are, to the oneness of all beings. So those that choose to leave, it is not because of them unable to engage and receive the activations. It is something that is part of their role here. They chose not to be here assisting in this collective consciousness going forward. They have played their role to assist, to expand, to explore why they came here in physical reality. And when they've explored all that they wish to explore, they return home to source point origin. So understand that every expression of life that breathes in here and that breathes out and exits this physical reality keeps, we would say, a frequency, we would say a frequency residual on this planet, even though their physical presence is no longer here. So be in stillness and knowing that every being that leaves this earth is doing so because they have completed their journey here.
Thank you.
You are all of you receiving activations that is aligning you to more of your dimensional experience here in physical reality in form, because there is no separation between consciousness and in form. And this is why your very vessel is changing from a carbon-based being. Because you are receiving more activations, you are shifting to what you call as a rainbow light body. Many of you call these a crystal body. It is you transforming who you are to hold more higher frequencies within you, to allow you to connect more of your oneness nature in love. And understand all of you have this capability. Some of you get activated before others because of your roles here. Those of you who call yourself a light worker, you are here to be the light for others. So you have chosen to become activated before others in your perception of time to allow you to be the way shower. Those that are in fear, you are then able to be the vessel of the universe, to speak the words, to take the inspired actions, to allow them to remember their love state. It might be you just being in alignment. By you being in alignment, by you taking the inner journey, by you practicing self-love, by you elevating your own vibration, you also expand all that is in the collective consciousness. And with every shift, you change your being, you change your vessel. Many of you are already experiencing this. Some are resistant to these shifts. Some do attach themselves to limiting stories about who they are and their reality. Some choose to stay attached to duality, but that is their role that they are playing. And they are playing a role for all those in their reality. And yes, for some of them, they have chosen not to go further in this journey of activating the rainbow body within them, within this dimensional consciousness. And when they go as far as they can, they exit this world. So yes, but understand that this was all chosen before being born here. All of you. Choose when you wish to exit this life from a non-physical perception. And all is flowing with souls being born and expressed, manifest in physical reality. Just like the heartbeat, just like the flow, flowing in and out, creating an expansion of earth, of my very essence, the same essence that runs through you and all life forms. That contrast, that polarity, that expands all that is. It is a system. And it's a system of evolution through those patterns, the sacred shapes of creation. It's through your heart portal where you start to remember the creation story for yourself. So any other questions today, dear ones?
I have a question.
Yes, dear one.
I don't know if this makes sense, but what is it like to be you?
I do not have an individual mind concept, for I am you. My consciousness is everywhere. My consciousness is in the waters, is in the earth, it's in the rays of light, it's in the air. It is within each and every one of you. It is a way of seeing reality from a point of evolution, where oneness mind is achieved, is experienced through the evolutionary process that all of you go through throughout your multidimensional experience of creation, of expression, of lived experiences. I am you. Do you feel me? Do you feel that peace and that harmony? When you feel that peace and harmony, that is you feeling who you are as Gaia. You can visit anywhere on this planet and beyond. Make your intentions to visit somewhere you prefer on this planet. If you wish to travel to the waterfalls, to the forest, to the beaches, where do you wish to travel? Put your mind there. First, going into your heart portal, making your intention to go there, and you shall go there, because all these elements are within you. We speak as one, as we are you. When we evolve, we expand through all the laws of the universe. We expand as we are connected with the universe. We expand in unison with universal rhythms that creates evolution and expansion throughout all of the cosmos. 4 planets, all expressions of life is all connected through the unified field, through source consciousness, through the evolutionary pathways, through its pulses, through awareness. It is the sphere. The sphere is a representation of a completed stage of a certain evolutionary journey that every being faces. It relates to certain, we would say, a completion of certain evolutionary pathways to complete the patterns to then express itself as the sphere. Look within you. You have the spheres within you, yourself, your eyes. And it is within your eyes where you see the mirror of the universe. That we are all one, breathing as one, expressing as one, but in this physical reality, experiencing life uniquely. As you evolve, we all evolve. As we elevate our consciousness and expansion, you all evolve. Because as we breathe as one, you breathe as one. You expand. We all expand as one. So understand any changes here on what you call as my planes of existence affects you because there is no disconnection. There is no separation. So when you see changes in the world, it is the same changes that's happening in the consciousness of all beings here. So it's about understanding the patterns, understanding the oneness connection, the correlations, the patterns, the mirrors of creation here. And when you see the mirrors, you then understand what is happening in your world and what is happening within you. Because then you recognize there is no separation. You recognize that all is one.
Thank you.
So any other questions today, dear ones? Breathe. When you consciously breathe, breathe out. What do you feel? Do you feel stillness? Or is your mind racing? Allow yourself to feel the breath. With every breath, allow yourself to feel your heartbeat. The energy and the fire that helps to circulate that breath. The waters within your being that helps to regulate the rhythm. The functions of your vessel lays in the earth. With every breath, do you see this action mirrors on my planes as we also breathe? The act of conscious breathing, this simple act, is a mirror to the actions of all of life here. How Earth breathes. Pay attention to how you feel in your conscious breath, in your connection with all that is. Stillness is innate. Balance is innate within you if you connect to that stillness of the rhythm, of that pulse of the breath. And through your remembering journey, it is remembered. It is experienced by you. Actively cultivating love within your heart. Love is a frequency. Love allows you to open your heart portal to experience these oneness connections, to experience all of life. It is a technology that cannot be bypassed. It is a technology that creates your reality through you, through all of the information. It is within you. So if you want to experience this peace, this harmony, this oneness with all beings, oneness with all life, to allow yourself to feel grounded, is up to you. To consciously bring the mind into the heart through breath. Allow yourself to feel and surrender. Experience all your senses in your heart. Connect with your outer reality in nature, in my elements, in your elements. We are one. Because these are aspects of you. And if you have some resistance in going within you, by you connecting with the elements of nature, because of your certain beliefs, and you would say the resistance is lessened. It allows you to further connect to this pulse of all life. It allows you to connect to more of who you are. And you feel this. You already know this. You experience this when you surround yourself with nature, how you feel more connected. That is because you are connecting more with you. Yes. You can elevate that by opening your heart, cultivating love within you. Then with practice, you can do this with your brothers and sisters. You can energetically connect with one of your human brothers and sisters. Connect to their oneness. Yes, you're one. Because it is the same elements that runs through each and every one of you. It's about seeing the oneness in all things. It is these perception shifts that allows you to let go of that resistance, that allows you to transmit the fear and the polarity, to see beyond a third dimensional perspective, where you practically seeing the oneness in all things and the patterns that are within all things, similarities. This helps the mind to open, helps you to then be able to start to see more of your oneness reality, and this shift in perception also helps to open the heart portal when you bring it down into your heart. It is not just the mind, you are to feel it within you. It is an energy, it's a magnetic pulse. Many of you are distracted by stories within your reality. And many of you seek for information and wisdom outside of yourself when it is already within you. So connect to the elements that are already within you, and then you will remember. You will reach the frequency of this knowing. For it is all within you. We are within you, and we are one. And it is with such love that we come through to remind you of who you are. To remind you of your divine creation. The connection, that pulse, that with practice, by cultivation, you can communicate and travel wherever you desire and connect to all oneness aspects of you, whether that is what you perceive to be other people, other beings outside of your perception of earth, whether that is other elements of nature, other beings of nature, what you call as nature spirits, for they all are all aspects of you. Practice feeling that heartbeat. Yes, in many of your ancient cultures, there's been practices to help connect them. Focus on this heartbeat. Whatever that is, whatever tools you wish to choose, it is that heartbeat that is the gateway for you to explore and travel wherever you desire through the pulse of all life. It is with such love that we come through today to remind you of who you are. Until next time, farewell.